Hey everyone, welcome to our daily love message live stream, and hoping everyone can hear me. Hey Lucy. Okay, so this is going to be your Friday daily love message. So this is a relationship reading for those of you who are curious to see what's going on with the person that you are currently involved with. This is not by any sign in particular. It's just a collective intuitive reading. All right, so give me just a second here. Hey, Tara. Just give it a little bit of a shuffle first. Hi, Infinity. How's everyone today? So this will be your love reading, your daily love messages. And if you are in the chat, you want to stay for the Q&A. If you have a question that you want to ask me, it's a $15 donation for a question. If not, you can just click off the reading. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a look here at the obstacle that your person is currently experiencing in this connection, or what may be going on right now with them. Okay. Oh, they have the Fool. Well, this is easy. This really has to do with them about taking a risk in this connection. So this is the Aquarius card. So that's either your Aquarius and taking a risk with you, or they are. And of course, they don't have to be. It's just the energy of the Fool. You know, the Fool usually doesn't have any obstacles. The Fool is usually someone who is starting out on something new, doesn't see the consequences, doesn't feel, you know, the Fool will jump off this cliff and that will be that, and has no idea whether or not he or she will get hurt, has no idea what's happening. They just recognize that they want the freedom, and they want that freedom, but there's an obstacle in the way. Okay? There may be a fear of risk, or a fear of being emotionally available, which would put the Fool in reverse. But let me clarify what the obstacle might be. Whether or not to wait on this relationship or this connection with you. Whether or not to stick around. Okay? There's also an energy here of whether or not to reach out to you. Okay? So if you've been in separation with your person, they are in this place, I feel, of whether they should take a jump, like make a move to reach out to you or not. There's, at least the energies are playing out that way today. Okay, so let's take a look and see what your obstacle is. All right, Temperance. So we have Sagittarius card here. There may be a Sagittarius blocking you, or you might be a Sagittarius, or that might be the other person. But what's blocking you is trying to maintain equilibrium, trying to maintain a sense of calm and purpose. trying to be level-headed. Maybe you're waiting to hear from this person and you haven't heard from them, and you're just trying to stay, to not overreact, to not worry. Let's clarify. Yeah, the Hanged Man fell. So this is Pisces here. So I feel like really what's going on with you is you're trying to maybe rationalize why I haven't heard from them. For example, you may be telling yourself, oh, they're just real busy with work, or they're busy with their children, or they have other things going on. And I feel like you're trying to just keep this calmness about you and maybe try to see it from a different perspective rather than fear or worry or insecurity that you're not hearing from them. Now, I feel like you're trying to calm yourself, but I honestly feel like this person, it's not that they're busy with anything. I feel like they are, with the Three of Wands, contemplating whether or not they should reach out to you. Okay? Usually the Fool just takes a risk, but there's also an energy here too where they're hoping that you will reach out to them, and there's a waiting. They want to move, and they're thinking about moving on or moving forward or in some direction, but they have a waiting energy, maybe waiting to hear from you. As I said in the past, the threes represent communication. So I just feel like the energy of today is, you're trying to just be level-headed and at peace, and just you're accepting the situation. But I feel like you're both waiting on each other. I'm really picking that up. Like one's waiting for the other to make a move. And both of these cards are stagnant. They're static. There's no movement with these cards, except for the Fool. But I don't feel like your person is, I feel like they're waiting to get a cue from you. And you're just kind of hanging around here waiting to hear or get a cue from them. Okay, so let's take a look at what's being overlooked in this situation. Hey, Ray Ray. Okay, let's see. Okay, King of Wands is here. Fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I was picking up Sagittarius here. So as far as an energy goes, what's really being overlooked here is someone has to take the lead. The King of Wands has leadership qualities. The King of Wands, if you're a fire sign, then it's you that needs to take the lead in this. It's you to be the initiator, because that's what fire signs do for the most part. If it's your person, they need to be the one to take the lead. And so this is not predictive of what's going to happen. It's just somebody has to step up here. Somebody has to reach out. Somebody has to say, hey, how are you? Or what's going on? Like, send a message. Let me clarify. Look, come on. Like, sometimes these cards just come out and I'm just amazed. The Six of Cups. So some of you are wanting reconciliation. You're wanting to connect with this person, reach out. Okay, so, in order to have that reconciliation, that reunion, if you're trying to connect with someone from your past, someone has to take that fiery action, right? And so this is what the issue is that not the issue, but what's being overlooked is that one is waiting for the other. So I feel like whoever's got the fire in the chart, which it feels like for most of you it's you, but whoever in the connection is the one that's more of the alpha type, whether you're male or female, more of a leader. I feel like the one who's the leader has to take the initiative. Okay, your person could also be in this energy where they're waiting to hear about moving as well, or relocating, or traveling. Okay, so there's some stuff up in the air. Your person is trying to go somewhere or do something, or is waiting to hear about movement, and hasn't moved or gone just yet. And I feel like you could be waiting as well, but I'm picking up that temperance is here because that's the antidote to some type of frustration of not knowing. All right, so let's see. I'm going to pull a card for what the real issue is, like what's really, really going on. Obviously what's overlooked is somebody needs to communicate, but what's the real issue here? Okay, this may be a family situation. You may be involved with someone that has a family or children. Okay, so this is playing a role, a commitment to family, family influence, trying to be at peace and trying to find contentment, emotional, like extreme happiness, complete fulfillment. Okay, but I feel it's more so there's a connection to either a relationship or a family or a marriage that is really what the problem is, or that it has something to do with this, like some kind of issue with this. Let me just clarify. Look, the Ace of Cups. So there's the Ace of Cups, the real issue is that trying to have this new start. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are, you're both trying to have this new beginning here in love. And there's an issue with this, is a problem, possibly because your person is leaving, or they're trying to decide whether to come live closer to you if you guys are at a distance, or they have to leave for a job, or they're coming back from a job. There's a waiting energy about movement. And I feel like, you too are waiting to find out about perhaps a new start somehow, some way, somewhere. So let's see what the solution and possible outcome is to this connection. Four of Cups. I feel, to be honest with you, since this is just a daily reading, I don't mean to say to be honest with you, I am honest with you, but I feel since this is a daily reading, this will continue for a little while longer. I'm not picking up there's going to be news yet about this, so both of you are still playing the waiting game. We'll still be playing the waiting game. And here's the Lover's card. In relation to marriage, reunion, in relation to a union, in relation to, this is also Gemini, in relation to communication between both of you. This is also a 6, so in relation to reconciliation too. I just feel like offers are being made. You both know to some degree how you both feel about each other. You both have an understanding, but there's a block. And I said those blocks already. I feel like there will be an opportunity to be together at some point, but as of right now, it's like impossible to do anything about this for either side. I mean, even though someone needs to reach out, someone needs to be the initiator, I feel like even if that happens, maybe just a check-in is okay. Like, how are things going? Miss you, or an apology, or something like that. Just to have like a little check-in, thinking of you, hoping things are going well. That is okay. But I don't feel like overall the time is come yet for actual movement, okay? So there can be some type of communication, but very little, all right, until the energy plays out. Now, let's see. If you're watching this as I'm recording it, which is the 28th, I believe this is the last day of Mercury retrograde, going into the 29th, where the energy begins to go direct. So we're still kind of playing this out, okay? So just minimal communication occurring. So let's see what your love oracle message is. From the angels that you need to hear. Power. So it says, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Okay? And this just might relate to, you just need to stay in this hanged man energy here, where, you know, trying to be patient, understanding, calm and rational about the situation, trying to see it from a different point of view, not getting frustrated with the circumstances around you, having acceptance about what is happening right now, and just leaving it go until further notice or until something else goes on. And you have the power within you to, you know, if you need to chill or walk away from negative energy about this situation, you can do that. If it's too much, you know, or if you feel like you've been waiting or this person's been waiting, you can just, you know, walk away. It doesn't mean, you know, breaking up. But I mean, if you don't want to, like if you don't want to wait, or you just kind of like,